Hello Internet, my name's Hazel and I'm going to be telling you guys about one of my worst date experiences ever. So, the night started out like it usually would, you get all dressed up, do your fancy makeup, all that stuff, everything that a girl does to get ready for a date. Typically you get dressed, you get all your stuff together, and you go. Now anyway, so I got all dressed up, very nice, very lovely. And I thought, the guy said we were just going out for dinner. So I was like, amazing, great. Well, I'll get like a nice-ish dress on, but like, it doesn't have to be super fancy. Like, you just, your usual comfortable clothes. I was underdressed. I needed to wear like a ball gown to be in this place. Now bear in mind, I'm like a 16-year-old, back then, and I didn't know what I was supposed to do. Like, I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to afford this. And now the guy, he made quite a bit of money. He was around my age, but he made quite a lot of money. So, I was like, okay, whatever. And he was like, oh yeah, I'll pay. Don't worry about that. I was like, okay, no need to stress. So anyway, I'm sat here, severely underdressed, in this really fancy place. Now, he likes to eat a lot, which is, normal. Like, you're a growing teenager. I don't really eat that much. I have 3 meals a day, I'm still healthy, but I don't eat a lot. And these meals were huge. And he was like, oh yeah, like, because of these fancy places, you can either get a set menu, or you can get, individual meals. But usually people pay for a set menu because they just don't want to do all of that. So you go and you have the set menu and you have 3 courses and you pick from the specific menu and you get your things. So he's like, oh yeah, we'll do 3 courses then. And I'm like, okay, great. So it starts out, really nice, garlic bread or something. It was lovely. It was like a lovely starter. I don't remember what it was, but it was, and they're bringing bread and stuff, and there's water and things, and there's flowers on the table. It's lovely. It's very nice. So anyway, then the next step is the mains. Now, I was very basic. I was like, I just want some pasta, just some basic pasta, like carbonara or whatever. Like, I think they had carbonara there, so I was like, yeah, that's fine. Now, what they didn't put on the menu and what they didn't ask is the allergy information. Now, if you guys don't know, I'm very allergic to peanuts. So I'm there, and I'm starting to eat it, and I'm starting to feel sick. Now, I'm like, I don't want to say anything, because this guy's paid so much money for us to be here. So I'm sat there eating this food and getting very concerned. And then suddenly he turns and he's like, are you okay? As my face is breaking out into hives and my hands are it's not a good situation. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Just, can you excuse me a minute? So I go to the bathroom and I throw up everywhere. And I mean everywhere. And I feel so bad. So bad. And he comes in, trying to see if I'm okay. He comes in because it was gender neutral bathrooms. It wasn't a women's room or a men's room. It was gender neutral. So he comes in, he's like, are you okay? Into this area, because there's stalls and then there's the urinals over there. And he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm fine. And he's like, are you sure? And I'm like, no. And then he's like, okay, it's okay, it's alright. And so lots of food. I'm already being sick because of the peanuts. And he's like, we've got one more course. Do you want to go home, or we can if you want, we can go home right now, or you can stay for the last course. I'm like, I'll stay for the last course. You've paid this money. I'm not gonna let this money go to waste. I was like, are you sure you don't want me to pay you back or something? He's like, absolutely fine, don't worry about it. And I was like, okay. But yeah, so final course, we have it. It's some kind of ice cream. I barely eat any of it, and I just hand it over to him and I just let him finish it. And then he takes me home. And as we're going home, chat, I'm still really sick. Because I'm not sick enough to need an EpiPen, so it was fine with out an EpiPen. I just get really sick and I break out into hives. So I'm there not doing great. And then I turn to him and he's like, we both had mints, because on the bill they give you mints in fancy restaurants. So we both had mints and things, and they had you know, gotten rid of like the puke and stuff, and I'd like had drinks. So he turns to kiss me, you know, as you do at the end of a date. And I turn and I throw up on his shoes. I have never been more embarrassed in my life. I was so apologetic. But at least I got a second date, you know? Like, it can't have been too bad. Okay. That's the end of that story. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to hit that bell as well. I stream every single day on Twitch, so if you aren't following me on there, why aren't you? Go follow me. And I also post daily TikTok content, so make sure you follow me there too. Anyways, it's been lovely seeing you all. And bye!